Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So jumping straight in, I'm taking the MUA Skin Define Hydro Primer and I'm just dotting that all over my face and rubbing it in. Then after that I am going to be taking the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I'm in the shade Santa Fe, and then I'm going to be mixing it with NYX Cosmetics Stay Matte But Not Flat, and I'm using the shade Sienna, and I'm just buffing that in with a flat top kabuki brush, just buffing it into my skin. Reason I am mixing two foundations is because I still have a little bit of a tan, and using this foundation on its own is still a little bit too light for me, so I'm just mixing two different shades of foundations just to get my desired colour so I don't look silly and, you know, face doesn't match the rest of my body. But yeah, as you can see, just buffing that all into my face, making sure that it's all buffed in nicely. Then after you have buffed in your foundation, we are going to be doing some concealer. I was waiting for the clip to end. I'm taking the Maybelline FIT Me Concealer, and this is the shade 15, and I'm just popping that onto my eyelids just to prime my eyes so that the eyeshadows that we use in a bit are going to have a nice base to stick to. So starting off, I'm going to set the concealer that we just used. I'm taking Beaches and Cream by MakeupGeek, and I'm just popping that on to a fluffy brush and just setting that all over my eyelid. You always want to make sure you set your your eye primer, just to make sure that your other eyeshadows blend nicely. Then I'm going in with the shade Frappe, which is also from MakeupGeek. I'm taking this on a Spectrum blending brush, which is one of my favourite blending brushes ever, and I'm just buffing that into my crease as our transition colour, just add a bit of warmth to the eye. Then after that, you're going to be taking the shade Cocoa Bay, which is again by MakeupGeek. Most of the eyeshadows I'm using today are by MakeupGeek, and I'm just patting that into the outer corner of my eye and then flipping the brush over to buff it in. But you will see in a bit now the buffing side, like the fluffy side of this brush, wasn't that good, so I go back in with my Spectrum blending brush and I just go over that just to make sure that the colours are nicely diffused. There's no harsh lines, and you can just see that I'm bringing Cocoa Bay just above into my crease just to add a nice bit of darkness to that as well. So just buffing that until you get the desired colour that you're after, and then we are going to be taking the foiled eyeshadow by MakeupGeek, which is, I'm using Magic Act, which is a lovely like champagne gold colour. I couldn't believe how pigmented this was, and I'm just applying that to my mobile eyelid, just all over, to make sure that it is nice and bold and that it stands out. Then we are going to be doing some eyeliner, and I'm taking the L'Oreal Super Liner, is it Super Liner? I'm not too sure, but I will link it in the description box. And I'm just drawing a nice wing on my eye, keeping it nice and thin. The reason I do my wings quite thin is because where the crease of my eye is, if I go any thicker, it just makes my wing look awful. So I'm trying to keep it as thin but still give it a nice sharp edge. So just applying that, doing the wing first and then dragging it over into the centre of my eye. Not dragging, is that the word? Dragging? Drawing? Drawing it over into the centre of my eye and then joining it up onto the inner corner just to give a nice line basically. Then we are going, before we finish the eyes, we're going back in with the concealer, and I'm just doing this to highlight my under eyes and to conceal my dark circles. And I'm also using my concealer just to tidy up any mistakes that I made with the eyeliner, just to make sure that it's nice and sharp. And then I'm also going to be highlighting the rest of my face, so I'm going to be highlighting my chin, my forehead and down the bridge of my nose. And then I'm taking my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, I think that's what it's called, and I'm just buffing all of that concealer in, making sure that it is nice and seamless. The reason I'm using a brush today is purely because I had to wash my blending sponges and I was just being lazy because I filmed this at like 9 o'clock at night, so please excuse the laziness. Then to set everything that we just highlighted, I am taking my trusty RCMA no colour powder, and I'm just taking that on a Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just dusting that all over the areas that we just concealed, just to ensure that there is no creasing and that it stays put all day and it doesn't budge. And then after that, we are going to be doing some brows. Now, I've recently been using this quite a lot and I really like it, but This is the Freedom Brow Pomade. My shade is the shade Chocolate. And I'm just using that to basically fill in my brows. Like always, my shape is already there because they are tattooed on. But as you can see here, I'm just taking an angled brush and I'm just filling in from about the middle of the brow to the end. You want to be really careful when using this though, because it's so pigmented, so you literally want a little bit at a time and then just going back and forth then just to fill it in. Then I'm going to be taking the Makeup Revolution Focus and Fix palette, and I'm in the shade Medium Dark. And I'm just taking the lightest shade on the brush they come with and just doing the start of my eyebrows very fairly with a light hand. Then we are going to set the rest of my face. This is the Stay Matte powder. I couldn't think what it was called then. And I'm in the shade Warm Beige, and I'm just taking that on a fluffy face brush just to set the rest of my face in place so that nothing moves and it looks nice and flawless. And then after we have set our face, we are going to be doing some bronzing, and then I'm taking the Collection Bronze Glow. I think this is Shimmering Medium, and it's the first time I'm using this and I absolutely love the shade. It gave me a lovely like suntanned bronzy kind of glow. It was beautiful. So I'm just applying that to my cheeks, on the top of my forehead, a little bit under the chin, all the bronzy areas that do normally bronze. And then after we have put our bronzer on, we are going in with some blush. I'm taking Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso, which is my favourite blush of all time, and I'm just swirling that onto my cheeks to give me a nice peachy glow. After that then we are going to be finishing off the eyes. So I'm taking Frappe again on a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just buffing that in to my lower lash line. And then I'm going on top of that with MakeupGeek's Fashion Addict, which is a lovely bright purple like pinky colour, and I'm just buffing that in on top of Frappe onto the lower lash line just to give it a bit more of a colour. I'm using another Spectrum brush. This is a flat shader brush. And then I'm going into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette and taking the shade Deep Purple, and again on a pencil brush just buffing that to intensify the purple colour along the lower lash line. After that then we are going to be popping on some eyeliner. So I'm taking Zoeva Graphics Eyes eyeliner in Back to Black to Tight Line and taking the shade Back to Black and Regency for my waterline, which is a nice metallic purple. And then after we have applied our eyeliner, we are going to be going in with the glitter. So this is the first time that I'm using Lit Cosmetics Clearly Liquid Base, the glitter glue. I'm just using a small brush to apply that onto my lid directly above the gold eyeshadow that we applied earlier, the Magic Act. And then after that I'm taking a flat brush and just dipping that into MAC Cosmetics glitter in the shade Gold, and I'm just applying that straight on top to the areas that we applied the glitter glue to. That was a mouthful. But as you can see, I'm just going back and forth applying it, making sure that all of the areas of gold on our eyelids are covered. I was really impressed with how well the glitter adhered to this glue. In my previous times that I've used glitter, I have just literally stuck some like clear lip gloss on my eye and then just gone straight in with glitter, and that just doesn't work very well. It's just not the way to do it. But I was really happy with how this turned out. Thought the glitter made it really stand out and completely finished the eyes off. Then for the falsies today, I'm taking Eyelure and Vegas Nay, and these are in the style Grand Glamour. And I'm just applying that with my Duo Eyelash Adhesive in black and my trusty pair of tweezers, and I managed to get my left eye, that's my right eye actually, yeah, that's my right eye, my right eye on camera, but I didn't really do so well with my left eye. You can just see this part and then I kind of go out of frame because I suck at putting lashes on camera, clearly. And then after that we are going in with mascara. So I'm taking the Maybelline Colossal mascara for my top lashes, just because the brush is nice and thick, so it covers the area a bit more quickly. So just popping that onto my eyelashes to make sure that my real eyelashes blend in with the false ones. And then for my lower lashes, I'm taking Covergirl Super Size Mascara in black. I really like this for lower lashes because it has a nice small wand. So just popping that on. And then to glow today, I am taking the Becca Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill collab face palette. And of course I'm taking Prosecco Pop because it is my favourite all-time highlighter. And I am just popping that onto the high points of my face, my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, and a little bit on the nose. I would put it all over my face, but I think, you know, they'd see me from like outer space. I am just popping that also into the inner corner of my eyes as my inner corner highlight, just because I thought that it would all blend in with the kind of goldy look that we got going on the main eyelid. So yeah, just popping that on. And then after the inner corner highlight, we are going to be just popping that onto my brow bone as our brow bone highlight as well. And then we are going in with the lips. So today I'm using the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Trap, which is a really lovely shade. It is like a muted type of like mauvey colour. And I think it complemented the eyes really well. I was really happy with the colour combination and I thought it went perfectly with the eyes. And then to set, I'm taking Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray in Peach and just dousing my face in it. And this was the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And if you're not already, don't forget to click the little subscribe button down below if you want to see more of me and my videos. Hope you're having a fantastic week wherever you are, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! No. No. Always gives me chip. So Flamingo Candles also sent me a full size candle. This is in the scent